Today we're back at the Woodland and Nature Reserve where we did the red berry hunt earlier in the year. Today we're not looking for red berries, we're looking for blackberries. Okay, right, well, it is a race now. It is a race between me and Jenny. And the first person to fill up the bucket with blackberries is the winner. So it's not going to be done on weight, it's going to be done on speed here. I don't know which way you want to go. Well, I'm going to go this way. So, to wade into some long grass here, but we've got some lovely blackberries. Shout when your bucket's full. You have to shout to tell me to stop. Unless I happen to fill mine up first. Not actually terribly likely that I will, because Jenny's usually much quicker at picking blackberries than I am. I'll try and find some bushes where I can get to them. That looks good. Wow, that looks very good actually. So, just gonna get in here. Yeah, that'll do. Gosh, they're so ripe they're almost falling off. Some of them are too ripe. In fact, some of them, when you go to pick them, they just squish. Yeah, see that one there is too far gone. You can see it's gone a little bit dull. Okay, I'm going to put the camera off now so that I can do this properly. As always, the best berries are always just out of reach, right in the middle of the bush there. And for good reason, it means nobody can get in there and pick them. Oh, here's some nice ones. Somebody's been picking here before me, you can see, because it's a bit trodden down. Somebody's kind of made their way into the bush, like I'm doing now. Oh, look at those. Jenny's still over there. She hasn't moved very far from the starting point, which probably means she's found a good spot. Yeah, I know. That's what I've got so far. So it might look like I'm leaving a load of blackberries on the bushes here, but I am a little bit fussy when it comes to picking blackberries. However, that's not an advantage when it's a competitive sport like this. Yeah, see, that's just so squashy. I'm not going to pick that one because it will just get crushed on the way home. Not that it matters all that much, because we're going to be cooking these anyway. I reckon I've about a quarter full. Oh, look at all of those. Now, I'm not going to pick the ones from right down there because that's called dogwee height. But what I can do is just take a little stride inside the bush. I'll get access to all of these up here. I am making a judgment on the ones to pick because not all of them are completely ripe. They go black, then they swell up and go juicy. So some of these here, even though they're dark, might still be quite hard and unripe. This looks good. Maybe 1/3 full now. So blackberries are native to this country and they grow everywhere. In other places in the world where they've been introduced, they're quite a noxious weed actually, because they are such a vigorous growing plant. But here they belong, and they are, I think, possibly our best wild fruit. I don't know. I like wild raspberries, but blackberries are usually easier to get. Further north, up in Scotland, raspberries are more prevalent, but down here we get blackberries. So I am about, well, I'm over halfway. I wonder how Jenny's doing. Haven't got a separate camera for Jenny at the moment, so it's going to be a mystery until she yells stop picking, assuming she gets to the end before me. These down here don't look so good actually. These have gone a bit over, gone a bit mouldy. So this little corner down this end, not quite so good. Although here's a spot somebody thought worth beating in to get to. Yeah, not for me. Okay. It's not great here either. This must be this end of the field. That must be a wildlife trail checkpoint or something. How are you getting on? Whoa, 3/4. Jenny says she's 3/4. I'm about 2/3. Okay. Gotta step it up. Right. It is amazing, or at least it should be, that we can just walk out and pick such amazing and delicious wild fruit as this, and they're so healthy as well. Absolutely jammed with vitamin C, anthocyanins, antioxidants, all sorts of good stuff. Oh, there's a little dog. Hello. There's a wasp there enjoying that blackberry. I think we'll leave him to it. It's a shame. There's some really nice ones right in the middle there. I could just push that down, but the presence of a wasp there might indicate a wasp's nest in the middle of these bushes. That does happen in blackberry bushes. There's just sufficient shelter from the elements for them to build their nests in the middle of a bush, and the paper they build their nests of is sufficiently waterproof that it will survive that. Yeah, one time Eva decided she was going to go for a little dive in a big clump of brambles, quite open at the bottom, and she went ferreting through the brambles, and I heard her yelp, and she came out covered in wasps. So she must have disturbed their nest and got stung by them. It's happened to me before as well, actually. It's not pleasant. We're not quite full up yet. Running out of places to pick. I mean, not really, but I want to keep within line of sight of Jenny, because then the dog won't get confused. This is a large part of the reason we don't normally bring Eva on these sort of competition videos, is if we have to split up and do our independent separate things, it's a bit of a gamble as to where the dog will go. If she sees us getting too far apart, she might panic and get lost. Well, I'm not quite there yet. We're defining full as the blackberries have to be sufficiently filling the bucket that putting the lid on will just squash them slightly. So I'm getting close. I'm getting very close now, but still a few little gaps to fill up in there. Yeah, see, blackberries like that, probably alright if they're cooked, but that puts me off a little bit. Perhaps I'm being a bit of a fusspot, but I do tend to, when I pick blackberries, look at the scar, the stalk scar, and I'm looking for pale green or white. Often a good indication that the whole fruit is sound. It does slow me down a bit, but that's my method. You know, can't sacrifice principles just because it's a race. Still not quite there. Can't call it yet. Eva! Oh, she's here. Come on, you. One advantage I do have over Jenny is longer arms. So I think even though she's picked over this bit already, I'm able to reach some bits that she can't. I'm actually getting so close now, but I have a feeling Jenny's going to call it any moment now. So I've just got to find some I can reach, which is not here. Oh, Jenny's called it full. Ah, okay, right, let's go and measure up. Oh yeah. Okay, it was close.
Very close.
But when we look across the top, Jenny's met the qualification of you can't put the lid on without squishing them a bit. I'm not quite there. So you win, congratulations, well done. But as a bonus, we both get to eat blackberries now.
Oh yeah, lots.
So everybody wins. Poor little doggo doesn't know what the fuss is about. You don't like blackberries, do you? Did you find some rabbit poo? Did you eat some poo? Alright, back at home, let's do something with some of these lovely blackberries. I'm not gonna weigh this. I'm just gonna have some of them in the pan like that. I'm not washing them, by the way. I don't usually wash blackberries unless I really think it's necessary. Right, we're going to have the juice of half a lemon. And then just a couple of tablespoons of caster sugar. Just cook these blackberries until they release a bit of juice. I'm not going to stew them right down. I just want them to burst and maybe just release a bit of juice, make a bit of syrup with that sugar. Okay, I think we're there. That was only about a couple of minutes. So off the heat, and I need to let that cool down. To assist it cooling down, I'm just going to transfer it into a glass bowl. And we'll just at this point taste that syrup. Nice, just nicely tart. You can add more sugar and it'll be more syrupy than this. But you kind of lose the aroma and the sharpness of the blackberries, which is, we're going to need that because this is going to be quite a rich dessert that I'm making. Right, now, very indulgent. I've got some Jersey extra rich double cream here. 48% fat, if you can believe that. I don't actually think this is going to need very much whipping at all, but look how yellow that is. It's practically butter. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a little whisk. Whisking by hand because my electric beater is broken. Starting to thicken up. Okay, that didn't take long at all. So we are at kind of soft peaks here, which is pretty much where I want to be. Now to kind of cut the indulgence of this incredibly high fat cream here, I'm just going to have a couple of big spoons of Greek natural yogurt and also a little splash of vanilla extract. So what we're making is a bit like a fruit fool. The drained blackberries are just going to get stirred through that cream. Minimal stirring because I don't want to lose that marbling. that's it. That's as far as we go. I haven't got any posh fancy dessert glasses, so it's going to be these drinking glasses. Bit of fruit in the bottom, creamy blackberry fall. There's a Scottish dessert called Cranachan, which has got like toasted honey and oats in it. So in a kind of nod in that direction, I'm just going to have a little bit of granola in there. I couldn't be bothered to toast the oats and add honey and all that kind of thing. So I just let the cereal manufacturers do that for me. A tiny little dash of creme de cassis, blackcurrant liqueur, some fresh blackberries, and a bit more of this creamy mixture on top. This is a lot of cream. Some of that crunchy granola. I'll hand pick the nicest blackberries, and then a little bit of this syrup just over the top. Hopefully to run down the inside of the glass, not the outside. So there we go, creamy blackberry fall. Jenny's just walking the dog, so we'll see what she thinks of this when she comes back. Okay.
Oh.
Blackberry fall. Congratulations on winning the Blackberry race. Dig in. You first, dear, since you're the winner. Let me know what you think.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It's a long time since I've had a fruit fall.
Don't think about the calories. I think we're actually so lucky to have wild blackberries. If you think about it, it's so abundant.
Yeah.
Really nice. Delicious fruits. And
it's free.
Yeah, it's free. And you're better than me at picking them. So that was the Blackberry race. Jenny's the winner. I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you again soon.